It was night in Babylon, and the stars shone over King Darius's palace. But on that very night, a faithful servant of God was being taken to a dark, damp, and terrifying place, the lion's den. Daniel was a man of integrity, honesty, and unwavering faith in the Lord. He prayed 3 times a day, even knowing it could cost him his life. Jealous officials conspired against him, deceived the king, and created a law forbidding prayer to any god but the king. Yet Daniel chose to remain faithful. Even knowing the decree, he continued praying, just as before. His faith was greater than his fear. If this story is touching your heart, subscribe to the channel for more content like this. King Darius liked Daniel and was deeply saddened when he realized he had been manipulated. He tried to save him, but the law of the Medes and Persians could not be changed. So with a heavy heart, Darius ordered Daniel to be thrown into the lion's den. But before that, he said something remarkable. "May your God, whom you serve continually, deliver you." Daniel was cast into the den, and a stone was placed over the entrance. Inside, he wasn't alone. As the lion circled him, something supernatural happened. If you believe God still delivers today, subscribe now and don't miss a word of faith. That night, the king couldn't sleep. He fasted, refused music, and accepted no comfort. His heart was heavy, thinking about the righteous man thrown to the lions. But inside the den, Daniel had a peace only God can give. We don't know what he thought or prayed, but we know this: God sent his angel, and the angel shut the lions' mouths. Those fierce animals didn't touch Daniel. They were stopped by the very power of God. If you believe God still sends angels to protect us, subscribe to the channel now. At dawn, King Darius ran to the den. In a trembling voice, he called out, "Daniel, servant of the living God, has your God been able to rescue you from the lions?" And a voice responded from within, "O king, live forever. My God sent his angel and shut the lions' mouths. They did me no harm, because I was found innocent before him, and also before you." Imagine the king's shock and joy. Daniel was alive. God had preserved him supernaturally. If this story is strengthening your faith, subscribe to walk with us every day. Immediately the king ordered that Daniel be lifted from the den, and when they brought him out, not a scratch was found on him, no wound, no mark. The Bible says, because he had trusted in his God, he was spared. God honored Daniel's faith before the entire empire, and those who had plotted against him were themselves thrown to the lions and did not receive the same protection. God is just. He defends the faithful, even when all seems lost. If you believe God still honors the faithful, subscribe for more stories like this. Darius was so impacted that he issued a new decree. He commanded the entire kingdom to fear and revere Daniel's God. For he is the living God, and he endures forever. He delivers, rescues, and performs signs and wonders in the heavens and on earth. One man's faith changed an entire empire. Daniel's faithfulness was a testimony to kings, nations, and generations. His story crossed centuries to reach you today. Proof that whoever remains firm with God is never alone. If you want to stand firm like Daniel, subscribe to the channel now. And the most beautiful part, Daniel didn't need to defend himself. He didn't fight with words or swords. His weapon was prayer. His strength was found in kneeling. He won a spiritual battle on his knees. And maybe tonight, you're facing your own lions. Fear, anxiety, injustice, loneliness. But the same God who shut the lions' mouths for Daniel can silence what threatens you too. If this word spoke to you, subscribe and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Daniel didn't seek fame, power, or recognition. He just wanted to please God. He prayed every day, even when no one was watching. And that consistency strengthened him in the hardest moments. The den wasn't the end. It was the stage for a miracle. What looked like defeat became testimony. What was meant to destroy, God used to exalt. Maybe today you're in the den, but tomorrow you'll tell of your deliverance. If you believe that, subscribe and activate the bell to not miss the next words. Never underestimate what God can do because of your faithfulness. He never forgets those who seek Him. It may seem like evil has won, but God always has the final word. When everyone expected Daniel to die, God showed His power. And when everyone thinks it's your end, God will lift you up. Believe, wait, persevere. Your den will be a stage for His glory. If you're waiting for a miracle, subscribe now. God is moving. And just as Daniel came out of the den unharmed, you too will come out of this season stronger, wiser, and with unshakable faith. The night may be dark, but the morning is coming, and with it, God's answer. Trust in Him. He is taking care of everything, even what you don't see. Before you sleep, surrender your lions to Him and rest, because when you can't fight, God fights for you. If this story touched your soul, subscribe to the channel and get ready to experience the supernatural. If this story moved you, don't forget to support our channel. Tell us in the comments where you're watching from. We love seeing how far these stories travel. Like this video if it spoke to your heart. It helps us know what stories matter to you. And most importantly, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next powerful journey of hope, faith, and transformation.